Asang makuha ko, hindi ko na malaya, 1 o'clock pala yung examination ko that time. So I only had 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock to take the examination. Maalala ko noon, sa pagmamadali ko, alam mo yung, di ba yung feeling na nagmamadali ka, pero alam mo yung may pumipigil sa'yo. Yung kung kailan ka nagmamadali, saka naman nagkakaroon ng problema. So, I could still recall ang daming mga karo noon, yung patay, nung papunta po ako. So, to cut the long story short, dumating po ako dito sa PSU Lingayen to take that examination. I think past 2 p.m. So, I only had 1 hour to take the examination. And, sabi ko na parang, wala na akong pakialam kung sinong katabi ko kasi, you know, I admire that professor because ang galing nung ginawa niya. Pagkadating ko sa room, hindi ko kilala kung sino yung mga katabi ko. Hindi siya yung usual na examination na kaklase mo yung katabi mo. So, ang kasama ko is buong ICT department. So, halo-halo po kami doon. So, to cut the long story short, results came out. Only one got 46 out of 50. And I was that person. Maalala ko, binary numbers pa yata ang topic noon. Favorite ko ang binary numbers. Hindi ko po alam kung anong magic yung nangyari po sa araw na yon. But I would like to tell you, at isa po yun sa naging motto ko po later on, na if you will just do your best, the Lord will do the rest for you. So, our IT, would-be IT professionals, I challenge you, 1 oras lang yon. Ano po, yung aking examination, but I believe you could do better than me. And I think that's the hope of all your professors. You know what? Lahat ng professors ninyo nangangarap na magiging mas magaling kayo. With all the things na natutunan nyo po. Ayan, nagkakaproblema ang aking kodigo. Ayan, pagpasensyahan nyo na po ako at kailangan ko po mag-kodigo po. Ano po? So before graduating in college, just to share po sa inyo, I had the opportunity to take the civil service examination. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, parang lahat ng magagandang memories ko nasa pag-aaral natin dito sa kolehiyo. So when I took the civil service examination, you could just imagine the pressure that I had. They look up to me as if I would be the number one, that I would be able to pass all the examinations, you know, nang napakadali lang. But they don't know all the struggles behind. Ano po? So that was October 2011, kung hindi pa ako nagkakamali. Before po ako graduate ng college dito, ang iyabang pa po namin noon, dahil nalaman namin na merong, ayan, civil service examination. Di ba meron yung professional level and sub-professional level. So sabi namin, ay, mag-professional na tayo. Ayan, ang kakapal ng mukha namin, di ba? Ang yayabang namin nun, to tell you honestly. So 3 po kami sa aming section nun. And I think meron din pong nag-take that time, nakasabayan din namin. And I could still recall the moment that I took the exam at Dagupan City National High School, yung ating venue nun. I only had 3 hours to take the examination and 180 questions yung kailangan mong sagutan. To my surprise, nasa kalagitnaan pa lang yata ako. Parang 93 pa lang ako out of 180 questions. Believe me or not, the proctor said, last 20 minutes. So you could just imagine all the things na naramdaman ko sa araw na yon. Most especially, the feelings, yung the fear of failing, sabi nga nila. Because kung ako nga babagsak. So you see, the pressure that I had that time. So, ang maalala ko lang naman po talaga noon na tip sa akin or rule when I took the civil service examination was never leave a question blank. So, wag mong hahayaan na wala kang sagot. Kasi mag-shade ka lang naman multiple choice. Unlike sa bar exam ko nung nakaraan, wala pong multiple choice, talagang essay lahat. So, to cut the long story short, nag-shade na lang po ako na nag-shade from numbers 93 hanggang doon po sa ating last na number 180, kung hindi po ako nagkakamali. So, I didn't have the, yung kapal ng mukha na i-check yung results months after. But to my surprise, andito po si Sir Fajardo kanina, si Sir Christian Fajardo, tama ba? Ayan, naging professor niyo rin. Tama? Ayan, siya lang naman nagbigay sa akin ng 1.0. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako kay Sir Fajardo. Ayan, palakpakan po natin. Ganun din po lahat ng mga teachers po ninyo. Ano po? He was the one who told me that I passed the civil service examination. Ayan, wala pa kayong kamay ulit? You know what? Napakahirap ng exam sa civil service examination. Bakit? Compared sa mga board examinations, you have to garner an average of 80%. Not 75% na kagaya po ng bar examinations. And you could just imagine, I was only kalahati pa lang nasasagutan ko. Yung talagang seryoso. Was it magic? Was it coincidence? I don't think so. Later on, after graduating here sa PSU Lingayen, akala ko tapos na ako sa pag-aaral ko. Sabi ko nga noon, parang sa sobrang pagod ko po sa pag-aaral, parang ayoko nang mag-aaral ulit. Hindi ko na yata kakayanin mag-master's degree, doctorate degree. But here I am now, 9 years later, I enrolled in law school po sa University of Pangasinan, FINMA. I was so shocked sa environment sa law school. Noon, kahit hindi po ako mag-aral, I'm not saying this para ipagyabang sa inyo, ano po? Noon, kahit hindi po ako mag-aral ng mabuti, I could still top most of the examinations here when I was in college. But you know what? To my surprise in law school, it was my very first time that I was graded like 1 to 100. Ang score mo lang, 14. 18 out of 100, parang hindi ko pa yata nasubukang kumalahati. Never kong maalala na meron akong score na 40 out of 100. Although sa iba, pero halos lahat ng examinations ko. So, believe me or not, kahit ipakita ko po sa inyo ang aking transcript, puro 3 yun, halos. Which is, hindi ko po siya ikinakahiya. So, ang mahirap sa law school is hindi lang yung ang dami mong kailangang basahin. So given na yun, if you have memorized yung preamble sa Constitution, ay nako, maliit na bagay lang yun. Siguro 1% pa lang yun na kailangan mong i-memorize. Dahil hindi mo alam, yun yung tatanungin pala na nandoon. So, siguro mga 1%, I would say, based on my experience. So our professors would always ask us to, study ganito karami. Siguro mga times 10 or times 20 ng preamble na dapat kabisado mo as if parang memorize mo. Hindi lang yun. Yung feeling na kailangan kabisado mo yung provisions na nakalagay sa Constitution, Revised Penal Code, Civil Code. Tapos meron pang mga kailangang basahin na mga cases. Tapos 20 na cases yun. Kailangan mo i-recite. Kasi one of that case would be asked sa'yo. So kung 20 na cases, isa lang doon yung mapupunta sa'yo. And I could still recall, I would always tell, nakaredy na nga palagi ang sagot ko sa mga kaklase ko, binibiro ko pa nga sila. Nakaredy na yung, I'm sorry po, attorney. I was not able to read the case. I'm so sorry, judge. Yun palagi. Yun nangyayari. I'm not kidding you about this. Is what really happened. I could still recall, ang dami pang ang experiences noon na andoon na po ako sa Yupang sa sobrang kaba ko dahil baka tawagin ako everyday ina-expect mo na may recitation. Hindi ako tumuloy. I would always ask my classmates, andyan na ba si sir? Andyan na ba si judge? Pakisabi nga kung may recitation. Para alam ko kung wala, papasok ako. Ganyan. So, siguro mga 3 times or 5 times na hindi ako pumapasok dahil sa, yung self-doubts ko, yung feeling na number 11 katatawagin sa isang recitation, lahat yun nakasagot. Tapos ikaw ang nakaredy lang nasagot mo, hindi mo alam. You know what I felt that day, especially if you are studying hard here. Akala ninyo naging madali sa akin ang bar examinations. Andun pa rin po. The pressures, kaya nga after kong pumasa, ang tawag nila sa akin, alamat eh. Diba? And to tell you honestly, ang tawag po nila sa akin is santo ng law school. And kasi I could still recall a time na di ba, na narinig nyo na siguro na nagkaroon ng Dagupan City Water World. Dahil po sa baha sa Dagupan City. Ayan. I could still recall, it was our scheduled examinations. I think 3 or 2 exam ko that week. Wala talaga akong nabasa. Kahit na isa. Dahil ako po ay nagtatrabaho sa government. Ang dami rin po talagang trabaho sa government. And I have 3 kids. Maalala ko noon, nagre-review ako noon, nagbabasa ako noon. Buhat-buhat ko pa yung anak ko. Habang nagre-review ako ng kahit 30 minutes lang. Samantalang ang mga kaklase ko, 4 hours, 8 hours. So to cut the long story short, I took the bar examinations po that I knew in my heart I have failed. I knew that I have failed the examination. I had done self-rating. Siguro nag-self-rating ako noon kung 20 questions bawat bar subject. So 6 bar subjects yun for 3 days from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening. So Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday po yun. Hindi ko po makakalimutan yan. Dahil first day pa lang, I got frustrated kasi nung tinitingnan ko yung questions, sabi ko mali po yata ang na-review ko sa araw na ito. I was reviewing for cases and everything. And to my surprise, hindi po yun ang lumabas. So nung nire-rate ko po yung sarili ko, parang 4 out of 20 lang ang sigurado ko po sa first na bar subject na tinake ko po na examination. And then the last examination, which was the most difficult one, yung remedial law, ay grabe din. Nung babalikan ko yung questions, kasi makikita mo yan eh. Later on, ilalabas yung mga questions. Doon sa 20 questions, siguro parang wala akong sigurado. Kahit na isa. So you could just imagine my surprise when I was, watching the declaration, the release of the results of our bar exam, that I passed for in my first take, the bar examinations. And wala ba kayong kamay? So why am I telling you all these things, my dear IT professionals? So tatapakan ko na kayo. Pagod. Ayan na. Nasaan na ba ako? Nakalimutan ko na tuloy. So, why am I telling you all these things, our dear professionals? So, sometimes we see challenges, disappointments, and failures first before we see the blessings. So, my advice to you, to all of you, whether you are a parent, a guardian, our ITs who are with us now, if you think you are not measuring up, that you are not capable, that you cannot achieve things, please look yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself every day that you are capable, that you are doing great, and that you are a work in a progress. So, to all of you who will be having your internship soon, I want you to know that it's okay to feel, stupid at times. Okay lang pong umiyak. Ano po, kung yan po ang nararamdaman po ninyo dahil kayo po ay nag-fail sa mga bagay. And later on, for sure, ang dami pa yan. Lalo na kapag nasa trabaho na kayo, akala ninyo naka-ready na kayo, ang dami pa yan. Brace yourself. Our would-be graduates. So remember that success is not the absence of failures. It is not defined by position, status, wealth, or any award that you would receive later on. Kasi kung yun ang magiging basehan ninyo ng success, what if hindi kayo naging successful? Dahil yun po yung basehan ninyo. What if hindi kayo, gusto ninyong magkaroon ng ganitong buhay? Di ba? So, hindi na kayo magiging successful. Di ba? So, I tell you, right at this moment, you are successful now. Regardless kung ano yung magiging position ninyo later on, you are successful already. Tatandaan nyo yan. So when things, alalahanin nyo yung mga bagay na nagbigay ng kaligayahan sa puso ninyo. You will realize why God made you wait. Especially for the blessings na hinihintay ninyo sa buhay po ninyo. Second, be productive. So you will be having your internship later on. I could still recall na na-assign po ako. Hindi ko ba alam bakit na-assign ako sa company ngayon. And you know what? That company, hindi ko alam, ang magiging boss ko was one of the, I think not one of the top notch. She was the top notcher in one of the most difficult licensure examinations. So you could just imagine, sabi ko, ano ba naman, kung pati ba naman dito sa OJT ko, pag makaka-encounter naman ako ganito environment. So, to my surprise, maalala ko, nakita niya yung output ko, and sabi niya, ang galing na pala ni Panfilo. Panfilo pa kasi, buong pangalan ko yung tawag niya sa akin. Ang galing pala niya, tingnan mo itong ginawa niya. nagawa yung pinapagawa niya. Biglang may nakita siyang mali. And then, biglang nag-iba yung ihip ng hangin. You see, di ba? Hindi lahat magiging maganda. Be productive. Third, have the initiative. So kung wala pong pinapagawa sa inyo, maghanap kayo, magtanong kayo kung ano yung pwedeng ipagawa ko sa inyo. Ano? Huwag niyo pumahayaan. Don't let the day pass by na wala kayong ginawa sa araw na yun dahil kawalan niyo po yun later on. So please, kung walang ipapagawa sa inyo, why not magbasa kayo? Normally may mga books doon kung saan kayo ma-assign. Magbasa kayo online kung wala na talagang may pagawa sa inyo. Babalik yan sa inyo. I tell you. And last, I think alam na po ito, just do your best. My dear graduating students and to all our visitors who are with us. So I close with a familiar passage that we often used to hear nowadays. It says, and I quote, "Malayo pa, pero malayo." So, congratulations to all of you. Ako na po ang nag-advise po sa inyo ng congratulations. Kahit na alam ko po, hindi pa sigurado na mapasa. Ano? Or mag-graduate po itong mga nandito ngayon. So, congratulations po sa inyo lahat.
Certificate of Recognition. This certificate is hereby given to Attorney Panfilo Giacchino in profound appreciation for serving as the guest of honor and speaker during the BSIT internship seminar. Your distinguished presence and the profound wisdom shared during your keynote address have left an indelible mark on our graduating interns. We recognize your exceptional leadership in the IT industry and your commitment to fostering the next generation of tech innovators. Given this 28th day of January 2026 at Dr. Lascaro and Procurement Convention Hall, Pangasinan State University Ligayen Campus Ligayen, Pangasinan. To be signed, Dr. Carmela P. Labas, Internship Subject Instructor, Ms. Gertie Reyes, Internship Instructor, Ferdinand V.